All right, good Thursday morning, everyone. 48 First Alert Meteorologist Eric Burke. Appreciate you joining us on this Thursday for Weather Extra. A little bit of cloud cover out there today. I saw that when I stepped out really quick, and just maybe slowing our warming just a hair. We still have some peaks of sunshine, and we're anticipating that to continue as we go through the rest of the morning into the afternoon. Another day with a heat advisory. It won't be as bad as Tuesday, but not a day to kind of let your guard down. Just keep doing what you're doing. Hang out in the air conditioning as much as you can. Make sure you're taking in plenty of water, and don't forget about your student athletes, because they practice out in this heat, and hopefully when they get home, they're drinking plenty of water, and you're just keeping an eye on them. But yeah, heat-related illnesses, whether it be your football player, your soccer player, your marching band member, all of them out in the heat and the elements. And it starts to wear on you, especially since this is our fifth day in a row where we've seen the heat index at or above 100 degrees. So we go out to our Fly HSV Delta Cam in the Shoals. There's a look at Wilson Lake, and things look pretty quiet out there. We're really expecting a bit more coverage of the rain showers and storms as we go through the afternoon into the evening. There it is. Finally, you have to hit the button 4 times sometimes just to get your graphic to advance. But here in Marshall County, a little bit more blue sky, and we've got some passing clouds. Temperatures have warmed up already into the upper 80s. 4-day forecast. Some good news. I wanted to show you the 4-day versus the 3-day because we get one bonus day, and that's probably the best day of all. But let's start with what we're expecting for the rest of today. I anticipate us being partly to mostly cloudy. We've got a light wind out of the southwest at the moment, becoming more northwesterly as we go through the afternoon. But look at that, 60% chance of downpours and storms today. I know there's been some heavy rainfall across parts of the area, but some of you are maybe going on 2 weeks without seeing a single drop of rain. Mother Nature, she gets kind of picky at times as far as who's seeing the rain and who's not. But hopefully, if you need it, you get some rainfall today. It's probably our best chance of seeing any decent coverage of the showers and storms. And I can just say, driving through parts of Coleman County yesterday, coming back from Birmingham with my wife, it didn't rain the whole time we were driving north on 65, but it was coming down when it was, and obviously not great driving conditions if you get caught in one of those summertime downpours. Few storms today, maybe producing some brief gusty winds and more of that heavy rain and lightning. For your Friday, temperatures will be a touch cooler. Some of that has to do with the direction of the wind out of the north, 5 to 10, high of 89. That's big. If we don't hit 90, I think this will be the first day in a long time that we haven't hit a high temperature of 90 degrees. Tomorrow is trending a bit drier on some of the model data, some of the model guidance, if you will, looking at isolated to maybe widely scattered showers and storms. 85 on Saturday. Looks like most of those storms hold off until about 4 or 5 o'clock into the afternoon, evening, and they kind of track in from the southeast. But a high of 85, that's big. Then Sunday, the best day of all, high of 82. The last time we've even been close. So if our forecast high hits it right on the head at 82 degrees, we hit 81, and it was all the way back on June 19th. So the last time we've been this cool, it's been about a month, almost a month and a half. But that's great, and hopefully seeing a bit less humidity too. Sunday also bringing chances for showers and storms. We go out to the radar here on your Thursday morning. Any of the blue you see, that's just ground clutter from the radar right now. Might have some warmer air loft, temperature inversion. But we are anticipating showers and storms to start to fire up as we go through the afternoon into the evening. Might have an impact on that evening commute. So heat advisory for the 4th consecutive day. Still have that extreme heat warning for parts of North Mississippi and West Tennessee. Feels like temperatures probably 99 to 107. We won't be at 114, 115 like you were in Hazel Green and Gunnersville on Tuesday, but still, just take care of yourself. Keep doing what you're doing, whatever you've been doing to break the heat. Well, just keep doing it. Just try and avoid doing anything too strenuous. Here's our heat index. Right now, 105. The big winner or loser right now is Florence. 100 is what it feels like out in Giles County. We've got 95 in Lincoln County, Fayetteville. But some of us still proudly hanging on to upper 80s to low 90s. But that's going to progressively get hotter and hotter as we go through the day. Looking at a feels like temperature there again, about 100 to maybe 105. Actual high temperature today will be in the low to mid 90s. Current temperatures, I think you've just seen more sunshine out in northwest Alabama compared to the rest of us. little bit slower to warm up because of the cloud cover. But you look at the dew point, this air is just quite gross. It's uncomfortable. Higher dew points out west too. We've got a dew point in the mid-70s everywhere else across north central, northeast Alabama. The video behind this graphic here, that big towering, billowing cumulonimbus cloud, yeah, we'll see some of those on the horizon today. Whether one develops over your house or not, I can't control that. If you need rain, I hope you get it today, because it is really our best chance of seeing any showers and storms is going to be today. I mentioned Friday, it was looking like the wettest day of the week, but now it's actually trending a bit drier. Betty, you're welcome for the weather update. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you joining us. And your son, Daniel, good morning to you. And Ms. Chandler there, hello, good morning. Appreciate you guys all dropping in. I know this isn't always the most eventful thing, but we just try and give you as many updates on as many platforms as you can. So the later you go in the day, if you are running errands, and we're expecting those scattered downpours and storms to start to develop, and we'll go through it here hour by hour on future radar. Notice the cloud cover. Now, the cloud cover is a little thicker than we anticipated, so that might actually limit our warming. Given the high dew point, though, I think our heat index is still going to hit 100 plus degrees in several locations, but at least future radar hinting at maybe a band of light showers there popping up right around the noon hour. I'll be in with the latest on our newscast at noon. Clicker, again, just giving me a hard time here, but by mid to late afternoon, we see more coverage of the rain showers and storms, and hopefully this pans out and we actually see this much activity on the radar, because a lot of you are asking for rain, and hopefully you get it. Some of the more organized storms producing the threat for brief gusty winds and also some lightning too. Maybe the most organized storm could produce some pea-size hail, maybe slightly larger depending on how strong that updraft is. Overnight into tomorrow morning, partly cloudy. If you see rain today, you're likely going to wake up to some areas of patchy but dense fog for your Friday commute. We've also had several school districts, just one today, but I think a few start tomorrow even. But school buses are going to become more and more of a hassle regarding that morning commute. So your morning commute probably going to get a little longer, whether it's foggy or not. But here's a look at tomorrow now. This is Friday, kind of starting off mostly sunny, partly cloudy. Temperatures won't be as hot. I think we'll be in the upper 80s to low 90s. The heat index tomorrow still probably right around 100 degrees. It won't be as bad. I don't think the heat advisory is actually going to get extended. It might. That's up to the Weather Service and their criteria. But notice that we see a lot more dry spots tomorrow afternoon on the model data compared to what we're looking at for today. And then on Saturday, pay attention to your temperatures. Mid, maybe upper 80s. I think this model is running a bit warm. It's not really factoring in some of the showers and storms. I mentioned on that 4-day graphic that things would be a little bit later, and I think that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. And then we could see showers moving in potentially Sunday morning and off and on through parts of the day. So we might have to raise Sunday's chance for rain. If you look at the next 3 days, a couple things I want to point out on this graphic. This graphic is only thinking, if I show rain, this is where it's going to fall. It's just more guidance than anything. So there are spots that don't see any rainfall, like Florence. I'm not saying you won't see any rain, but it's a possibility that some of you see no rain to maybe just a trace, a few hundredths of an inch. Others, if you get caught in one of these storms over the next couple of days, could see 1 to over 3 inches of rain. So it's just very hit and miss, just kind of the model showing you potential rainfall. Go to the good stuff, though, the weekend forecast. Coolest we've seen in a long time. Happen to line up with your weekend. You do see those 40% chances for showers and storms Saturday and Sunday. These will be more garden variety summertime storms. They pop up during the afternoon, especially Saturday, kind of trending later into the afternoon, evening. And then Sunday, that's the day kind of models going back and forth on. We actually have a front. It's off to our north. It's pushing through the Ohio River Valley. Look at all the rain they have in the northeast and even dragging down into parts of the plains. Keeping an eye on that front and actually when it comes through. But showers and storms will come to an end tonight. I think we stay partly cloudy. If you see rain today, you're likely to see some fog for tomorrow morning's commute. The day tomorrow, more scattered showers and storms popping up into the afternoon. Could be isolated, widely scattered, but it is going to limit our warming a little bit along with some of the cloud cover. Let's get to our extended forecast here. Just love to see the temperatures going down finally. July has been very unforgiving. We actually haven't broke a single day high temperature record. Some of them are very high, like 106 degrees. We haven't hit that. So no record-breaking heat, but I think the month in general is going to go down as pretty wet. Obviously, we've had a lot of chances for rain and storms this past month, but it's also going to go down as one of the hottest Julys on record as far as the average temperature for each day, the 1st through the 31st. Can't believe we're actually rounding out the month of July here. August starts tomorrow. It's my birthday month, right in the middle of the month. August 15th is my birthday, and I know meteorologist Jeff DeNoyer, I think he's 2 days before me, possibly. I know there's two of us on the weather team that have similar birthdays, but there you go. Into next week, mid to upper 80s. End of your 10-day there on the right-hand side of your screen, your tablet, your phone, whatever. We do have temps back in the low to mid-90s, so back near average. But in general, looking at better chances for rain and storms today. If you want rain, really hope you get it. Some storms could produce gusty winds, hail, and lightning. Tomorrow looking a bit drier. Cooler temps looking good for the weekend, and then we might have to bump up chance for rain or storms there on Sunday. So, Mary, thank you for that nice note. And appreciate you all dropping in. I'll be on Tennessee Valley Living with Peyton Walker starting at 11 a.m. and on your newscast at noon with Gina Benitez. And then hopefully getting out of here. And my wife and I are going to head to the airport. We're actually heading to Austin, Texas. So a little short getaway, so I won't be in tomorrow. Forecaster Jada Russell will be with you on the morning newscast, Weather Extra tomorrow, and of course your news at noon. So have a great Thursday. Stay cool. Watch out for the storms later today. Hope you have a good one. Thank you for your time as always.